Welcome to Charting Crypto. This is February the 9th. I'm Tom Goolsby and appreciate you being with us. Let's talk about what's happening in the crypto space. You're looking at our chart setup with the price percent oscillator on the bottom of the screen. You'll also see we put the histogram on for the price percent oscillator. That is not the derivative oscillator. We don't have that. We're looking to put that on, though. We'll keep working at these charts. I do have to say I'm enjoying TradingView. It is just got all sorts of stuff to offer, and of course they're tracking the cryptocurrencies for us, and we have them all on here. Let me sort of give you the highlights as to what we're seeing. We're looking at the weekly chart. Of course, we've got our Heikin-Ashi candlesticks there. Well, you notice this 200 period moving average line. That's very important. It's the exponential moving average line. So it shows us the overall trend is above the 200 period. That's a good sign for some up movement coming along. Now, we've had Bitcoin, of course, for many, many weeks going down. We had a slowdown last week, of a green up candle forming now. These are the ATR, average true range lines around here. We put those on our charts. Helps us as far as setting some stop loss consideration, those kinds of things. We see the price percent oscillator is actually a little more than flat. It's heading up just a wee bit, and you can see on the histogram how it's gone from solid red to lighter red and getting smaller, which is nice to see. Now, when we go from the weekly chart on Bitcoin to the 2-day, how do things change up for us? Well, we can see that the 2-day is below the 200 period moving average line because it is fighting again against all of that prior down movement, and it's fighting pretty well. It has crossed over and is trying its best to recover and move up. We'll be hoping to push through that resistance on the 200 period moving average line, continue on, and then of course give us a crossover going up on our weekly chart, which would be very beautiful and good to see. So still waiting to see how the 2-day fights that 200 period moving average line. There's going to be enough to carry things over on the weekly. For those of you excited about Bitcoin and really want to see all this take off and jump into it as soon as possible, just hang tight, be cool. There's going to be time. If this is really turning around, the last thing you want to do is buy into a practice trade on Bitcoin and get hammered. Now, we have those Bitcoin futures. If you'll actually look in the show notes to this recording, you will see where we list 3 Bitcoin future ETFs that you can look at and consider actually using for your practice trade. Now, if you are again, have an account at an exchange, one of the cryptocurrency exchanges. Of course, you can just buy Bitcoin directly there. But if you want to be able to use an ETF, you can do it through one of those 3. The Van Eck is the one with the lower fees. Now, let's go back to the weekly chart and take a look at where Ethereum is these days. As we go to Ethereum again, we can see it is above the 200 period moving average on the weekly chart. We have had a long series of lots of down movement, but again, a green up candle's trying to form there. As we're at Wednesday on a weekly candle, price percent oscillator still heading down a little. We see the histograms showing a slowdown in that down movement, but of course haven't had a crossover yet. Now, if we go to I'm still again finding my way around these charts. Takes a while. Okay, when we look at the 2-day, of course, it crossed over also recently. And is this a firm bottom? Don't know. We do see on Ethereum, though, things actually pulling above, which is nice to see that 200 period moving average line. That's a good sign. So again, we'll watch as things continue to develop with Ethereum. Now remember, those are the 2 biggies. The biggest of the big is, of course, Bitcoin. And then that's followed by Ethereum. And what they tend to do with the rest of the market is as they go up, they drag the others along behind them. What I want to encourage you to do is, again, continue to follow what's happening with the big guys. And then, of course, if you set your charts up and start looking through them, you can see, again, some recoveries taking place. Some of these charts are so new that you don't have a lot to backtrack. But as you look at Cardano, again, you can see where, and make sure we're on the weekly. Yeah, we're on the weekly. Had a nice bump up there back in August. And then, of course, everything trundling down. You saw that happen with the entire crypto market. It's like Bitcoin sort of leads the way down and can lead the way up. We look at Solana. Again, you can see that down movement maybe trying to come to an end. You look at Ripple, I believe is what XRP is. Of course, you got Polkadot there. You've got Doge. You've got, and again, I've got to remember all the names of these Matic here. You've got Link here. You've got Uniswap again, and then last, Litecoin. So as we look over these charts in the crypto space, hopefully we are seeing a slowdown in this down movement. The revolution out is going to be led by what? By Bitcoin. So again, we'll be sure to keep a close eye on that along with Ethereum, but hopefully we're seeing a bottom and things are going to be heading back up. As you look back at the charts, of course, you can see, particularly with Bitcoin, how nicely this led us out of the last one. We went up, up, up. And then, of course, as we started rolling back over, you've seen on our other charts where we had the 2-day recrosses, the 2-day crossovers that would help take you in and out of the market to help you capitalize the most on that up move. So with this 2-day crossover going up, we are hopeful. We are waiting. We are ready. Want you to, again, follow us each and every week on Charting Crypto, and of course each and every day at chartingwealth.com, where we look at Bitcoin, talk about it, and we'll give you plenty of heads up as we get ready to enter into those successful practice trades. That's where we are, folks. God bless. All the best from the whole team here at Charting Wealth World Headquarters for Charting Crypto.